We are Nerd Cult Online, and this is Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. The folks that don't nod shared this game with us for the purpose of this review. The game follows two Banishers, basically a master and apprentice, as they arrive to the new world to help rid it of ghosts and other specters that are plaguing the new land.
Madam, sir, the ship lies at
With my first impression, the first thing I actually noticed was the attention to detail in this intro cutscene. The cutscene itself runs for the majority of the first 8 minutes or so, but the detail is just fantastic. They definitely did a bang-up job here.
I dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, I tell you, we need to go. And I need to be.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living. Death.
And this is the part of the intro where it shows you exactly what the characters are able to do, what they're about, what their real purpose is in the game.
The greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. As cold as a bishop's arse. And twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
So this is where you finally get control of your character, and very soon we actually get to see some of the specters in action as we fight them. And towards the end, you actually get to see my first death in the game.
Safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
The base controls are real easy to pick up as far as movement and the basic attacking, but it does a great job of showing you exactly what buttons to hit in order to do different commands to make things much easier for you. Now, overall, gameplay-wise, it very much reminds me of that Castlevania game that came out on the 360 that was in the third-person view instead of the traditional side-scrolling Castlevania games that we were used to. And so aesthetic, main gameplay very much reminded me of that, just minus the whip. But overall, the mechanics of the game worked really well for what you're doing. And with the difficulty that I chose, it definitely gives you a little bit of margin of error, but is also not extremely forgiving either.
Watch out!
Ugh. Is it just me, or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Over-eager apprentices. I can break my way through here.
Of course, here's where it took me a little while to actually figure out where to go to continue the story. But in most areas where you have this problem, just a little bit of wandering and trial and error, you'll actually find your way through pretty easily, because for the most part, the stages are very linear in their overall layout, not giving you a lot of option as far as different paths you can take. The game does have a fair bit of action, some really good storytelling that's paired up with really great voice acting. But the overall simplicity of the gameplay, the more linear nature of your maps, definitely made the game feel a little bit more tedious and did kind of detract from the overall experience. But in the end, we still had a good time and are definitely curious to see where the story goes and maybe what kind of monstrosities we end up facing towards the end, and seeing what this game really has for store end game wise. But in the short term, especially being late at night when I played, it wasn't enough to really keep me engaged enough to make me want to continue staying up to play like some other games would.
These people left New Eden Town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here?